It is clear to me that even though that we have worked together for all these years, upper management has never known what I stand for. Supposed trained, talented management who would insinuate that a one-day plane trip where I spent more time in layovers than I did in Washington, D.C. was some sort of payoff for covering an already written story is beyond logic. Believe it or not, Post-Dispatch, I've been on planes before. Sometimes I even flew first class. This was by no means an exotic excursion. But since I'm convinced that such ridiculous logic has little to do with my termination, I'm forced to believe upper management acted on other, far more suspect motivations. Perhaps it has something to do with that hasty meeting that we called after certain folks aligned with Mayor Slade. A member of their community advisory board issued threats to the newspaper after I wrote about his campaign and his administration's thug-like behavior. Perhaps the real reason you locked me out of the building is to confiscate the emails and letters I've been sending to the executive manager and the managing editor, begging for intervention into what I described as discriminatory, inconsistent, and unnecessarily punitive action based on one editor's personal, not professional, perceptions of me. Maybe this action is a result of the October 2008 letter I sent to management warning that a newsroom already seriously lacking in diversity at the top and at the bottom could ill afford to continuously mute the most visible and consistent black voice in its employ. Maybe this action is a result of a hard-headed columnist who asks too many questions, who question the rules and the policies, who always ask, why are these rules and policies just drafted and enforced on me? See, I suspect that this press conference is going to send managers scurrying around to bolster their weak allegations. Be careful, Post-Dispatch. My attorneys and the Guild are well aware of your stated reasons for my termination, and they are well aware of our tenuous relationship these past few years. As far as I'm concerned, in your gleeful attempt to rid yourself of a payroll expense and a confrontational columnist, you've already defamed enough good people. Be careful, Post-Dispatch. In closing, I want to thank the Post-Dispatch readers. I want to thank all of you. I will always value what we share. Yes, our conversations were sometimes warm, sometimes controversial, and sometimes contentious, but that's what families do. We have these spicy emotional debates. I also want to thank my wonderful, talented colleagues, my friend and my mentor, Bill McKelvin. My buddies, Aisha Sultan, Deb Peterson, Colonel Tuff, Steve Gendrich, Doug Moore, Tim O'Neill, Chris Gooden, and there's so many others I know I'm forgetting, but I want to thank them all. Also, I'm also going to miss, most of all, the streetwise banter I had with Keith and Jeff and Kim, the security team that I talk to every morning. I want to miss you guys. Finally, I ask that no one, please, no one feel sorry for me. So many folks in my industry have lost their jobs here and across the country. Now I'm just among them. You see, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have a wife. I'm blessed to have children, family and friends who value dignity over security, pride over profit, fortitude over fame, and truth over personal rewards. Feel sorry for this community. This community has lost in the pages of the Post-Dispatch what I believe is a valuable and much-needed voice that constantly urged St. Louis to rise above its ingrained, petty, racial and demographic divisions and explore the wonderful possibilities and potential of this diverse populace.
Amen. All right.
If you will, feel sorry for my hard-working colleagues, but continue fighting despite upper management who are, in my view, so desperate to save their salaries and their skin that they will stoop to destroying careers. You see, I walk away confident. I walk away knowing that I did my dead level best and live up to the words mounted on that marble wall in the company's foyer. Those words by Joseph Sylvester that says, always fight for progress and reform. Never leave sympathy with the poor. Never lack sympathy with the poor. Always remain devoted to the public welfare. Never be afraid to attack wrong. Right. With positive vision toward the future. My shoulders are girded and my head is held high, knowing that I live up to Mr. Callista's name, his name and his words. Further, I want you to know I am more committed today to the issues I have championed all these years. I am more convinced than ever that the charge of journalism is that check and balance fourth branch of government. I'm not going away. My voice will still be heard. Right. But I insist that even in the age of spin, truth still matters. But sadly, I believe the Post-Dispatch management can't make the same claim.